This is your once a month trading stream. Feel semi-lucid this morning, so let's see if we can make this thing work. Last month was awesome. I only had one loss, and that was a huge breakthrough month for me, and I thought it would continue. But this March has been a little bit of a bitch for me. I've had 4 straight losses, and then I had 3 wins immediately after that. So we're right off the back of a 3-day win streak. Give me 1 second, then we have to take a look at how things are coming together here. It looks like Nvidia's having a breakout here, and so did the NASDAQ, but there's also another level of resistance up there too, so we'll have to see if they just flush it down from here, or if they actually gain this level. So this will be a tricky day. And I lost on a Friday too last week, so we'll see if they get me this time. 1 second. Alright. So what do we have here? So this is the 15-minute chart. Of course, this is surprising. I thought that they were going to get it down to this area when they were pulling it back, but they actually found a different area of support. Let me take a look at the hourly here. Yeah, this is a pretty major area. And if they do get up and above here, there's another one. There's so much resistance up here, and you just don't know how far they're going to run it, because I do think they're going to roll it over eventually. Everything's a probability. Let's see, and then if I look at this, that's a monthly. Let me go down to a daily time frame. See, if you do a daily time frame, you might have a swing low here. It actually got down to this blue line aftermarket, so it did bounce where I expected it to bounce, but I never got in here because it happened aftermarket, unfortunately. So we have a swing low, and it remains to be seen if they make a swing high here and then roll it over, or, I mean, craziest scenario would be coming up and retesting this very top area. I guess they have another swing high here where it tried, but the crazy scenario would be like a V recovery. But I think they're gonna make another swing here and then probably break the low. We'll see. It could get choppy down here before they break below another level. Tesla real quick. Probably same thing. I don't have the levels on this one set very well because I've been obsessed with NVIDIA. Alright, there's a kickoff. So they did dump it. Well, let's see if today is the day they get me, because on the live stream, it's been a while since I had a loss. Damn. Get it more granular here. They could still dump it down while still gaining as well. Because it does have a little bit of a gap up. Alright, well, I guess, man, this is really tricky here. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, it breaks the low. So you have all this shit. This big red area is a 15-minute level, and this is the 1-minute one, so it looks like it has a little bit of a bounce here, unless it breaks that low. See if it breaks the high of that. But I still think it could probably... One of the other things that was tricky this month is that they had a lot of full reversals, meaning like the first 15-minute candle is strong, and then they roll over the low. And on two occasions this month, they actually did a double rollover where they broke the high, then they broke the low, and then they broke the high again, which was crazy. Alright, so this is the moment of truth here. This is the high pre-market. You gonna do it? Taking things really conservatively today. That's probably why I win all the time. I don't get very big wins on camera. It's just a really low share size, trying to demonstrate points and talking and getting all this shit set up just to fucking stream. Okay, so we have a low. We have the break. We want it to come back in and retest this area and have a bounce, and then we'll see. But at any moment, there could be a flush as well. This is a pretty dangerous spot. I mean, they have a gap up. Oh, that was the retest. Well, shit. It's still roll over. You have the whole 15-minute area here. On a smaller time frame, even lower than a 1 minute, you could, I mean, you can kind of see it already went into that area already, but lower the time frame, the better visibility you have into those movements are. Probably like 15 seconds or something. And Q futures are also seemingly breaking out. It's tough for me to want to go a larger size when it's already gapped up into a resistance area. That's why I don't want to lay on the share. So this is not like this is not like a AAA setup for me, you know? The safer thing to do would be to have a breakdown here and then retest. I mean, it did that pre-market. I see. I didn't even have time to see how that formed, so pull back a little bit. So if I go back to yesterday, it got frozen here. It breaks up and above. All right, hold on. This thing is having a little bit of a problem here. So is this gonna be a swing high today or what? I might have to. Here's first 5 minutes. Sorry, I got a little bit. This is not great. Let's see. So I did flatten out there. I mean, it does have a tail, but the pullback was pretty strong, and it hasn't broken it, so it's technically, he could still stayed in it, but this was a pretty big pullback, and I wanted to keep my gains on that one. Let's see if it breaks through here and then has another resettlement period where it just smashes through, comes back in. Okay, is it going to be able to do it? $56, $57, $58, $59. Alright, still gotta be worried, because every time every high they make is always a possibility of a rollover after this gap up into resistance, you know? kind of pathetic gains today. Now, from an ATR standpoint, stock hasn't really run all that much. It's only run 29% of its range. ATR meaning average true range, the amount that the stock that you're looking at particularly moves during a day from high to low. And that's only one direction. It's possible for a stock to go back and forth within a range multiple times. But if you were to pick one side and stick with it, you kind of do your projection from that point. And we are... Okay, I guess we're making another high then. I don't think I'm gonna make $1,000 today unless it finds another rollover spot. I think the better scenario is it for it to find some type of settlement area and then kind of chop for a while. Right now it's really having a breakout, holy crap. So, had pre-market resistance, it broke over it, it settled, it retested, broke through it again, settled, now it's running. And on Fridays, sometimes they just press the pedal and never let go. There are some cases where they just keep grinding the stupid thing and they don't stop it at all. That's a really big gap up into resistance. This isn't what I wanted to see. So now we're gonna find where the new swing high is today. Next candle it couldn't get over is this. Getting some topping tail action. Real big 15-minute range. The other dangerous thing is being stuck in a 15-minute range. That's a really wide one. Now let's see if we can make one more new high here, or we're gonna have to flatten out. I hope this isn't all she wrote. I hope they have another good movement today, because we barely moved. Only there's 36%. The other thing is that a lot of stocks are now trading 24/7, so it changes the dynamic a bit of how you read this price action, because there's a lot more movement now than I remember pre-market. Now, in things like penny stocks and stuff, I see lots of breakouts pre-market, but generally, the pre-market and post-market stuff has been fairly muted. Alright, so... I don't quite have a swing high yet. We do have some resistance here. It looks like it's probably going to stick. Let me mark that out. And then we'll see how far they want to run it down. So... got a few different failures here. Definitely not my ideal setups today. That's why I only have 96 to work with. Okay, you're gonna lose this one. Now, I could always come back and try to retest and then fail as well, or gain, so you always have to keep your wits about you. That'd be really crazy if they sold off this entire thing, then you really want to go full force. So let's see what happens. I'm going to remove the pre-market stuff now, just to make things easier to read. So they poked it out above. See if we continue here, and then we'll see what happens on this next level. Now we're starting to get a topping tail here. Look at that. Okay. So here's the next bounce point. If it loses this one, then it has another swing here. So I don't know what they want to do with this here. Lots of places to fail. You might have got a bunch of long suckered in from that move, but like I said, it was a dangerous spot because you have a gap up into resistance. Yeah, we'll see if it gains this spot. I'm going to take a loss here if it does. And now I'm going to flatten out. Okay, so there's the retest. 2 minutes before the first 15-minute candle gets created. I know Mule Skinner doesn't like the 15-minute because it's retail bullshit. Could be right. Alright, looks like they gained that one. I ain't gonna short that anymore. Let me see the 1 hour here. Yeah, 1 hour if you consider this like an entire green bar. We've seen that sold off before, so I mean there's bullshit in every time frame. I don't know what you want me to tell you. So if you want to fill in the gaps, you can do that. Well, not like that, but somewhere up here. Okay, so I guess we're going higher, huh? Oh, you're not quite there yet. Let me see. The worst thing that could happen is a compressed range inside of this 15 minutes here, because you're going to be moving back and forth, and depending on where your entry is, you could really fuck yourself, chopping yourself out, trying to get the right location. Trending up, but you know, every time it does that, it's a little bit dangerous. So we broke out. We had a bit of a retest. Let's see if I'm gonna get screwed here or not. Looks like I'm getting fucked. So we're gonna have to see if this thing breaks through one more time, or I'm gonna have to take a loss. This time would be a real one. NQ kind of in the same spot, topping tail. Now I'm negative. Okay, let's see how this thing closes here. Uh-oh. What are you gonna do here, man? Still on an uptrend, but you failed to gain this area. or your retest sucked. Alright, too close below. Actually, that was a little early, but let's see here. I might break the low here. This is where I call the chopping out part. See that? So it hasn't gained anything, and it hasn't quite lost it either, and I was a little bit too early. So now I have to wait. But I am negative right now as it stands. Barely moved today. Okay, I'm gonna have to abort. Getting close to an abortion here. I put a heavier size on this one too, looking for a breakout above that I didn't get. Still betting against that moving average, which is a little bit dangerous. Alright, I'm gonna have to take this out. Yeah. Oh, kind of a dangerous day for me. I need to wait. See, it still didn't fucking gain it, and that's just stuck in between all this crap. So this is the consolidation period. So could be a little bit of distribution for a rollover, or there could be accumulating for the next run up higher. Sometimes it can get tricky. I mean, you're doing some type of distribution inside of a resistance area, but they've gained 2 places on the 1 minute. Okay. Try this one more time. Stop below the candle. New high or bust? And Q looks like it wants a new high. Next resistance area here, which isn't too far away. See how this thing closes. I didn't check if there was an economic report or anything today. Nope. Oh, I guess there's customer sentiment. Okay, so there is something in a few minutes. Okay, new high or bust. Okay, we're gonna get that new high, looks like. Let's see if we can keep above that previous failure point. We are above that previous failure point. Tapped it. We gotta have to gain it though, because I haven't broken even yet. Sometimes it likes to make one more new high before a rollover, so this is still dangerous. We do have the 15-minute in place, but my bet is it wants to stay up here, even if it slows down. But this month has been fucking crazy, so... Can't rely on that. Come on, man, you didn't keep and gain it. I'm gonna have to flatten you out. You're failing. Shit. Well, you didn't launch like I needed you to, so I wasn't able to gain back half of that. Shit, this fucking motherfucker. So, like I was telling you, we're in that range here. So now I have to wait for this thing to break this high. And you can see it's starting to do some distribution. Looks like it's gonna roll over. But how far? I mean, this stock has barely moved today. So it's possible that it could do a full reversal. Couldn't hold this. You got this middle bullshit. And it's being very lackluster, too. Yeah, 6 minutes left for that customer sentiment. Now, the price action will tell you where it wants to go, but it's just helpful to be prepared for those reports when they come out, because then you'll see which way... You'll know that in 6 minutes there's going to be a spike going one direction or another, and then you're probably going to want to ride that. You can always fake it out, but this should point the direction for the day. So we're still on the moving average for anyone who cares. Doesn't mean much. And we did support that middle level here. So damn dangerous to play in that damn range. But what are we looking at? Breakthrough, breakdown. You have done nothing. You have gone nowhere. You are a failure. What you gonna do? Okay, that's not good for you. Still doing nothing. Okay. Still have 5 minutes left, though. Man. Fucking... Man fucking? Still like a reset down here. It doesn't have to happen. We're still holding where we need to hold, except for this last high. Man, this might barely move today, because this is holding within a 36% range. The last few times I've seen it like this, it gets about 50%, so it might break somewhere, but we don't know where yet. This is looking like it's going down. Let me do an exploratory short here. I am still down. I made decent money yesterday, so this is nothing, but I still need to be cautious because it can add up quickly if I keep getting chopped out. See if we get a big push down here. 3 minutes left. Could be they could reverse this and go super strong too. Had a stream on a tricky day. And maybe some people can read this better than I can, but this is tougher for me. They definitely gained this, but I think that it wants to probably come back and retest. I mean, it had an opportunity here and it didn't. But there's been so many days this month where they just tricked me out with the way that I approach things. And no system is perfect, so there's going to be certain things that work better in other environments. Okay, well, they didn't lose it. I'm getting ready to flatten here in a second. Unless it breaks that candle decisively. Got 1 minute left, let's see what happens. If anything. What do we got? 17 seconds. What do we got? 3, 2, 1. Looks like a breakdown, alright. See where this thing closes, because this could always be a reactionary bullshit measure. So we got breakdown. Yep, see, there we go. Let's see if it actually gets how this thing closes. This thing's going fucking crazy. Now we have a bottoming tail. See how that works? Crazy shakeout going on here. You shorting and longing, come on, man. Sentiment is down. Alright, putting in risk. Jesus. Feels like this candle's been taking forever, man. It doesn't feel like a minute. It feels like a lifetime. Alright, what are you gonna do? Alright, I'm positive now. Let's take some shares off the table here. Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Now it's negative again, okay. So we swept the middle, or not the middle level, but this other level here. but I think the change of direction is in, but it's going to grind its way down. So you're going to get these bounces that are going to steer your ass out. But they're either going to scare you out, or they're actually going to gain, in which case you probably should have been scared out, because now you just lost more money. So it gets kind of tricky in this type of situation. So I need this thing to break decisively. It did bounce here, which is dangerous. So we marked this out earlier, remember when they retested it? So now we're looking at a confirmation below this candle, and that should help us out in the decision. And we'll see if we get incredibly lucky and get a full reversal today, breaking the 15-minute bar. And what do we got on the hour? We got a big-ass popping tail, which kind of tells you that it wants to roll over. Now it has quite a bit of shit to go through, but on a min-by-minute level, when I'm losing money like this, I mean, I'm not gonna wait for it to try to retest that top part, decide if I lost or not, you know? I can't have it stop that wide. So we do have a bounce here. Let me put the hourly on. I'm gonna forget the NASDAQ here and just do an hourly here. But now the hourly doesn't look as bad. Okay, here's a retest. Let's see if it gains it, and I'm gonna have to flatten out. See, I'm just getting grinded to death. It did technically lose that last level, but now it's stuck in between this one back and forth. So it's retested it this way. We're gonna have to see how this 15-minute time frame closes, but if it does get above that, I'm gonna flatten out, and then I don't know, it's getting too difficult for me if it doesn't roll over here. I might just have to take the loss and move on today, just a really tiny one. It's just, I'm kind of fortunate that I'm streaming and not going balls out on this one, because I could see myself being in a really hairy situation and going a larger size. Okay, it is loosening up a bit, but we need a decisive breakdown. I still want to see it reset down here. Right here. Tricky shit, man. You have not gained anything, but you are damn sure retesting. Alright, looks like it's gonna gain it and I'm gonna be dead. I am both fucked and not fucked at the same time. But I'm mostly fucked. Alright, I have to cut it now. Son of a bitch. This looked like a great breakdown was going to be forming, and it didn't. It actually bounced here where we made this other level, and now we're down almost $400, probably $400 after transaction fees.
Well done.
So that sucks. Hey Carpet, good morning. So the real question is it gonna break through this one now? Could always try one more time, but this one's gonna add up to my losses. It'll still be below my stop loss. But now we're looking for this thing to make yet another new high inside of this collapsed range.
Missing your live action, Akar? Don't worry, catch up when you can and jump back and chat.
Yeah, this is a pretty difficult day. I might end up losing on live stream for once in a while.
Double grind, Akar. Bankruptcy's a bold move, but do what you gotta do.
Alright, I just have to take this one long now. So we broke up and above, we held it. Got a nice bottoming tail here on the 15-minute. The 1 hour looks good. Or better. But I'm not too far away from where I'll take a stop loss and just call the day good. Let me see what the NQ is doing now. Yeah, it pulled back quite a bit, damn, and then it bounced. Yeah, I'm getting chopped out, man. This is a tough day for me where I usually lose. I can't make heads or tails of what it's doing here.
Tough times, Akar. Gotta hustle hard for your family, respect the dedication.
So retest or fail here, man. You've gone nowhere. Alright, now I have to lose it again. See this shit? Man, that was a hell of a retest. Alright, I'm really close to being done here. Let me see if there's anything else I can do on another time frame. This is tough, because we got this fucking tail here. We got these two really crazy opposing tails. We still have a great startup here, but it hasn't...
Dragon Divide's got the goods for every
here.
collector and gamer out there. Get your fix at dragondivide.com.
Are you gonna move back in with your mom? Sorry, I'm not paying attention right now. This is a... I don't get to talk very much on these situations. Okay, let's see if we get a wipeout here. So they grab liquidity, now they're running it lower. Let's see if it breaks this final low here. Maybe we have a shot at something. Maybe. Well, at least you save on... Oh, actually, you already bought the apartment, so you have to pay for the apartment rent and stay with her, right? So... I mean, you already signed a lease and everything. Alright, what's it gonna be here? Failed. Multiple times. But, I mean, you could stay in this range forever, and it doesn't do anything. Doesn't help me out. And if you take out this candle, then I'm gonna be super pissed off, then I'm gonna be dead. Alright, now I'm in the loss again. So now we're gonna see if it retests from this opposite side again. Really grindy piece of shit. See, if you were fast enough, you could probably play something like this, but I can't do that. Maybe on like a 15-second chart. I need to wait for this thing to break. Let's see if we can get this one down below here, and then we're golden. NQ is not breaking down yet. Alright, motherfucker, this is your last chance. I'm gonna take some more off here. Just in case. You got plenty of room to, gain profits if it actually does break down here. Alright, come on, bitch. This is the big test right now. See if you actually get that rollover. You have gone nowhere today, you asshole. Give me the fucking rollover. Do not bounce here. You're misunderstanding the assignment. Come on, asshole, let's go. That's a good sound. Now we need a decisive break here, not this chicken shit. And we need a thwomp. Brr. I'm gonna get another bounce closer to the open here. So we need that decisive break. This needs to get taken out. I do not want to see this thing bounce here. But it can. God damn. I know you can't always get what you want, but holy fuck, you guys are really fucking me today. Okay, grab liquidity again. Yeah, come on. So this one should break through. I added to my short now. This should be it. Give me the Zelda. Okay, now, complete. You gotta be shitting me, man. Come on. Okay, we're not getting that decisive breakdown. This is such a bitch of a day. Now we got... This thing's... God damn Christ. Okay, I'm gonna have to flatten out so I can keep some profits here. But then again, if it actually breaks that tail bar and it absorbs that move, then we're golden again, but I don't want that damn... That tail can't... I wish that tail didn't exist. It's making things difficult. So... Getting uncomfortably close to my entry, and I need to... Fuck you, man. Oh, fucking Christ, today is a bitch. Well... Still doesn't want to lose that area. Did a fake out. Might take some time. I mean, it's still rolling over, but every time I get confirmation, they don't run it hard enough, and then they go right back into my entry point. And I don't want my losses to keep stacking up, so I'm gonna take scalps until it actually does break. So here's a retest from this side. I made a lower low. but it's making a lower low that's being held in this level that it gained, so it's fucking difficult. But if you look at it from the 15-minute standpoint, you got a huge area of resistance up here. But that initial bar is just so fucking strong. It's just a choppy ass go nowhere day. What about Tesla? Is there anything else actually moving? Tesla moved. This one actually did a rollover and broke the low. Fuck. Sometimes you just gotta be in the right thing. I didn't pay attention to Tesla. I had it on my list, but I didn't make the levels on it. Now this one actually has retested this area, so it could bounce and loop back in. But it's also in a resistance area that it's retested multiple times too. So this one, it's still tricky, but at least it had an opening move where you could have gotten out this morning with profit. %. What a bitch. Well, this is probably gonna mark my 5th loss. This one's a small one. One hour doesn't look so great. So it did bounce up, but it couldn't actually touch that area, so let's see where it goes. Let's see if it breaks below this, and I might try to short it one more time. But it's inside that range, man. It's just fucked up. Couldn't get above this bar. Wow, this thing is really a bitch. So this is the bar I'm talking about right here. This one that's at 709. It's kind of the origin of that move lower, and it can't get above it. But it's not breaking down either, it's just holding. And it's just an uncomfortable hold to be short through all of this, because at any point it could have just reversed. But maybe I'll be able to review this video later and see what I could have done differently. Okay, my last hurrah right here. This one's for all the marbles. Lower than that low. Give me the fucking rollover. Man, even with a igniting bar like that, you still are just grinding and have to contend with this as well. So now I'm currently at a loss, but we'll see what happens here. I'm gonna let this one actually stop me out. Damn, it did it again. Alright, I guess I'm fucked, so today's gonna be a loss. Let's see. Man, what a fucking bitch. I'm gonna have to review this to see if I would have done anything differently. See if we can get this thing to break low again on it. But you have to do it decisively. I thought this was it, and then there was no follow-through. I'm wondering where the hell the final movement's going to come from. Like I said, it was going to be dangerous being stuck in that 15-minute range. There just isn't a way for me to profit. Volatility's too low. Well, that's it. I'm dead. Okay. Fuck. Alright. That's my stop. That's the end of the video. So we're gonna get a loss today. It's been a while since we've had a loss on stream, but this one, they made it fucking difficult. They didn't break it low. I mean, they had a 1 minute low break, but then there was no follow-through. They did it a couple of times, and now they just swept it upwards. We identified that it was going to be a bit difficult because everything was being contained. There was a compressed range and everything was being contained in that first 15-minute bar. And now they're running it. So, yep, I'm going to have to call it good then. So we hit the stop loss. We're actually a little bit over. I couldn't get out fast enough. Oh, well, fuck. So this is loss number 5 this month. So now you get to see in what situations I lose. And I guess I could have not traded today, but this could have happened differently. You don't know what's going to happen. There are certain things where it starts off difficult, but actually are the best trading days to be in. So you don't really know until you actually experience it for a bit. You can always go after the fact and say, yep. And there was definitely warning signs, but it could have just did a full rollover because it is in this resistance area, but now it's just shooting up. So that is it. I am dead today, and we gotta respect that and call it good. So sorry, but got fucked in 1 hour. Well, see you next month, I guess, but we're gonna see how it goes the rest of this month. You can take a look at the other VODs that are on the YouTube channel to see all the other ones that we've done. I used to do this every day, but it's too difficult to get everything set up and, walk through what you're doing and worry about all the other shit in the background. So, try to do this once a month. And it's nice to have one loss on there so you know it's real. Damn, this motherfucker. These guys are... Man, this is shit. That'd be funny if they had like a massive 15-minute bar rollover at some point. But I gotta go. I can't look at this shit anymore. They done got me. Probably stream games later, but stocks are dead today. Bye-bye.